Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, aka my garage again. We're doing another I'd buy that for $1 video, just going through a quick haul, and I really want to do this video to test out this new audio equipment I got, which should make things sound a lot better. In preparation for doing some audio video work at a flea market that's coming up this weekend. So this is going to be a pretty short video. There's not much interesting, but again, I kind of just want to test out this new equipment and see how it works. So I got mostly clothing, one piece of electronics here at Goodwill today. The reason it's mostly clothing, there was a sale, 50% off on all men's clothing today. So I figured I'd stop and actually take some time going through, instead of just looking for things that catch my eye, looking item by item at the tag, what it is, if it's something interesting, and found some things that I think I've walked by before in the past. Let's start with electronics, get it out of the way. Ibanez bass amplifier. It was a little bit expensive. It's $25. I don't think I've ever seen anything for more than $15 at Goodwill, but considering what this is, I think that's still fair. It's got a model number on there. I didn't really think about it. I don't have a way to test this. I don't have a guitar, so I'm just going to take a chance. I think these sell for, I looked everything else up. I looked this up in the store, but I've already forgotten what it was. I think it's probably about a $75 item. It's going to cost a little bit to ship, and I haven't measured this either, but I think this should fit in a 14 by 12 by 8 box, and that should ship without any dim penalties, the dimensional penalties. You know, I think for USPS, if it's over 1 cubic foot, so 12 by 12 by 12, then you have a weight penalty. It's different for UPS, FedEx. I think it's a little bit higher. And I don't remember if that might actually not be the dim penalty. That might just be a cubic footage restriction. The dim actually compares the dimensions to the weight of the item. Anyway, let's not get into the weeds. This was also very expensive. This was not part of the sale. They excluded shoes from their 50% off. These are like new. They smell like leather, strongly of leather. I mean, the only thing that's not like new is the soles, but this is surprisingly little wear on the sole of these cowboy boots. It's a leather sole. There's, you know, before looking at the sole, you'd think they were practically new. I guess there's some creasing in the leather here that kind of gives it away. Cody James, they go for over $100, so I was happy to pay $60 for these. Even used, they go for over 100. I think new MSRP is probably over 300. So I've had my eye on these, and for the prices I was seeing on eBay, they weren't worth it for $9. You'd probably still make money on it, but the amount of time that it would cost you to get it listed, the time having the capital tied up without it selling, waiting for this to sell, probably wouldn't do it at $9, but at 50% off at $4.50. Hi, kitty cat. The cat wanted to be in here because it's cold and rainy outside. Baja Joe drug rug, XL size. I think that's probably a pretty good size. You know, you want these things to be a little bit roomy. Second drug rug. This might be like a 90s vintage item even. I see a lot of people list these in different colors. Oh, by the way, I'm moving on too quick here. The cat distracted me. So yeah, I paid $4.50 for this. What does it sell for? I've seen about $20 plus $11 shipping. I don't know why people are charging $11 shipping for this. It should be like $6 or $7 to ship in a poly bag. But at the end of the day, if someone is willing to pay all in $30 for it, and you can pay $4.50 to acquire it, that's going to be a good profitable flip. This prices are a little bit more all over the place. I think some went for like $10 plus $11 shipping, so just over 20. Some of them going for 30, but they sold up the vintage angle of it more. 90s vintage. It's branded SunSpecs, also an XL. And I don't think I saw any sold in this particular color way, this blue, gray, black. But you know, I think that's probably going to go for at least 25. Paid $4.50 for it. Actually did see one sold of that exact Baja Joe drug rug, and that one had sold for 30 plus bucks all in. So pretty confident in the Baja Joe. I think the Pac SunSpecs, I keep wanting to say Pac Sun for some reason. The SunSpecs might sell a little bit slower, but I think relying on the vintage aspect, it'll sell. This, $6 retail, so I got it for $3. Manchester United quarter zip, confirmed sale on this for $33 plus, I think it was $10 or $20 shipping. So you're $40 to $50 for this. And I have eBay international shipping enabled, so I can sell this back over to Europe if I want. I mean, if somebody in Europe wants to buy it, it's not really, I don't really get to pick the buyer. But if I have a buyer in Europe, they can come to me, and through the eBay international shipping program, I don't have to deal with export papers, import papers, any of that stuff, customs declarations. They handle all that. All I pay is ground advantage to get it to eBay. The unfortunate thing about this too is these are all long sleeve jackets, sweaters, things that you want for cold weather, and we're going into summer. So that's kind of a negative, but oh well. $11 retail, so I paid $5.50. I can do math. Sherpa lined Wrangler workwear zip up hoodie. It's got some pilling on the front and under the arms, so it's a bit worn, but so $5.50. Pricing this, it's probably going to price a little bit cheaper than I hoped. I think there's some listings for just over 21. So pretty slim margins, but I think it's a nice item. It's Sherpa lined. There's probably a buyer for that. Maybe when it gets colder again. And this, pretty sure I've walked by this as well. Never seen one of these. This is a military item. This is a parka liner. As far as I can tell, it's for Navy parkas. I'm not familiar with what the actual parka is. The liners, it seems pretty common that people just use these liners as jackets on their own. What stopped me was, as I was going through item by item, I saw the NSN number on it. So I'm like, oh, that's Militaria. And I pulled it out, looked at it, looked it up on eBay. These go for 40 to 50 bucks. And in various colors. They have these in tan, as well as this black. It's got like a polyester, or what is it, polyester? I don't know. Let's just look at the tag. Polyester shell with nylon reinforcements. Yeah, so it's like that soft fuzzy polyester, and then the nylon reinforcements on the shoulder and the upper chest, on the shoulders, on the back. So I think this would actually be like a really nice, lightweight jacket for the fall or spring. But what size is it? Medium regular? Might hold on to that for a while. Anyway, that's the video. I hope you appreciate the improved audio quality. If it is so improved, we'll see once I get over into post. So if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. I'll be doing more of these I'd buy that for $1 videos, as well as more of the here's what sold videos. And like I said, this weekend, there's a big flea market coming up, and I have some video equipment coming from Amazon to hopefully be able to record video. You know, right now this is all being done on a phone. And if you're at a flea market, you want to be looking things up. So I'm going to get a separate video recording device for that. Anyway, we're at 10 minutes. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.